We live in an age of revolutions.
Peaceful, violent, criminal, noble.
Is there a right to revolution? Why should people revolt? When? What did America's revolutionaries think?
The forerunner of our revolution was the Glorious Revolution of 1688, when England deposed a Catholic king, James II, and replaced him with his Protestant nephew, William of Orange, who was also married to his daughter, Mary. The Glorious Revolution is still a political issue in Northern Ireland, where this commemorative parade was held.
Every colonial American knew about the Glorious Revolution. Some of the rights it established would reappear in our Bill of Rights: the right to petition, the right to bear arms, no cruel and unusual punishments.
But these rights were called ancient rights and liberties. They were the rights of Englishmen. When Americans first thought of revolting almost 90 years later, they looked past any nation to a higher authority. In 1774, Thomas Jefferson, a 31-year-old colonial legislator in Virginia, wrote, "The God who gave us life gave us liberty at the same time. The hand of force may destroy, but cannot disjoin them." In 1775, Alexander Hamilton, an 18-year-old college student from the West Indies in New York, wrote, "The sacred rights of mankind are written as with a sunbeam in the whole volume of human nature by the hand of the divinity itself." Americans did not claim the rights of Englishmen. They claimed human rights established by God. In 1776, the Declaration of Independence explained what the founders thought about revolution. Though the Declaration was written by Jefferson, it was not a collection of his little thoughts. It was a public document endorsed by the Continental Congress. Jefferson called it an expression of the American mind. The second paragraph makes 6 points. Rights come from God. All men are endowed by their Creator. Men always have rights, whether they exercise them or not, with certain inalienable rights. Government exists to guarantee rights. To secure these rights, governments are instituted among men. Just government is based on consent, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. Governments that destroy rights may be changed or overthrown. Whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it. Altering or abolishing has to be done prudently. Prudence, indeed, will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes.
Most Congresses say less and more words.
The American Revolution kicked off an era of revolutions. The founders disagreed about how well other countries did theirs. The French Revolution began in 1789, and one of its early leaders was a hero of our revolution, the Marquis de Lafayette. But not all Americans were hopeful. Hamilton, who was by now Treasury Secretary, warned Lafayette about the vehement character of your people, the interested refractoriness of your nobles, and the reveries of your philosophic politicians. But Jefferson, now Secretary of State, saw it as a repeat of our revolution and backed it through the Reign of Terror. The liberty of the whole earth, he wrote, was depending on the issue of the contest. Rather than it should have failed, I would have seen half the earth desolated. In 1791, a revolution began in the French colony of Saint Domingo. In time, it would create the Republic of Haiti. Once again, Americans disagreed about the course of events. Hamilton, in the army once more, sketched a possible constitution for Haiti. He thought that only a military government would do, though he suggested some checks and balances, such as judges appointed for life. Jefferson, who became president, was uncomfortable with the revolution of slaves so close to the United States and promised France to cut off American trade. Neither revolution showed much prudence or agreement over its principles. France has been a republic for over 130 years since 1789, plus 2 empires, 2 kingdoms, and fascism.
The ceremonial panoply with which Duvalier surrounded himself was never more than a camouflage to cover the absolute power he himself held. He and those around him wove a spell of terror over Haiti.
Haitian history has been even more tangled.
Not that we should brag too much. 77 years after our revolution, we were fighting a horrendous civil war. Good principles help, but revolutions are still hard work.